All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. I'm on. Check. 80 weapon. Bang, 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 bang. 25, check 25. Check. Hard. Alert three. Shoot.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 23-yard line.
Ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Go out.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Ready.
A first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
18 Gator.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 43. Check 31.
Go.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Protein spill. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Clifford. He completes it to Nelson. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Dallas.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First down, Cowboys.
Ready, 8, read. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
On first down, Clifford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a give, right side. Jefferson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on third down, Clifford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go, set, 30 base. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Clifford. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Here we go. 60 or 59. Hey, man.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
X3. 218, chopper.
Check.
Hey, orbit. Let's go. Deep river.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
You draw corpus.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. No. Off.
Yo, Cheetah. Shoot.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Space to run past the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
5 yards on the play. First and goal.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check 4.
80 weapon. Bravo.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Record.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Whip. Watch the
Leo. Now.
Jam.
Fight.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Back and go full strength. Check 13.
Greystone travel.
Kill. Pick the edge. Come. Big edge. Slam.
Hey, Echo. Go.
From the gun, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10, Clifford. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Protein spill. Ready?
Looking to throw. Clifford throwing the out route and complete. It's Lamb. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Back to throw. Clifford.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifford. Caught by Nelson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete from the contact. It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
22 Jet Bombers. 22 Jet Bombers. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorites.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
61, match box, go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
That's a second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 15, run. 15, run. Snap.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Clifford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Clifford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Set.
Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
We got 6 all day.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. No problem there on the extra point. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play